Hello friends, my name is FirstDane and welcome back to Endzone World Apart, where we are picking up where we left off, well, for what was me, or what was for me, yesterday. So we are reacquainting myself. we are, let's see. Oh yeah, we're just expanding this colony out. We're trying to get food over here. We're trying to get water over here so we can make a bunch of shelters, and we have this Forester's Lodge going. Got it. Yesterday we ran into some interesting situations where we were running out of people. We were at like almost 70 people, and now suddenly we're down to the high 50s. And I can't tell you why. I think everything is stable-ish. So we're just trying to keep ourselves afloat here with as many... Ran out of tailors? They all died? How can we be down to 56 people? What is happening? I don't even know why they're dying. They're pretty happy. They're pretty healthy. There's no radiation. 55 people. We've got to like... There goes the lake. We've got to... We've got to what? Speed up time so we can just get more people. We've got everything. Why would we be losing people outside of having removed some of these cabins and finally seeing the long-term effects of not having enough kids come in? Maybe that's a thing. I mean, it could definitely be that we just need more houses at this point, and we can do that. We can make some sturdy houses. So let's make like, I don't know, 2 to 3 more of these guys, and we're gonna do the nice houses because we can afford it. This was not the intended start of this episode, to be honest, but that's fine. Get at least one tailor going so we don't run out of PPE. And let's kick it up to 3. Not trying to rush through the game or the content in general, but we're down to 54 people now, and we can't see anything. All right. It's not salt. It's just that we need the people. Okay, we can keep an eye on the kids. That's going up quite a lot. That's going up a lot. 17. We went from 12 to 17. So we've got adults. Oh god, 53. We've got adults coming. Food is fantastic. We can pull people off of food-based jobs. We want to keep the farmers going, I believe. Make sure that we have water coming in. Hopefully that's 52 people. Oh my goodness. Get in there. Zacharias and Maya. Get to it. All right, they want us to collect some scrap. No can do, my dudes. Let's see. Get that stuff. Or maybe this was covered in the last one. Same thing as the last area over to the whatever. We call this west, even though I don't think it is. Appears to be south. Like really confusing. Maybe I should be looking this way. If we move up on the map, then we're kind of moving north. Again, I don't believe there's any cardinal directions here, but maybe this makes more sense. Anyway, we had our scrapyard targeted over here, and they weren't able to remove this gas station. So I'm assuming they won't be able to remove this one either. But I want to get rid of this old car wreck there. Clean up the space. It is beautiful, though. It's really nice art on these car wrecks and stuff. Still very, very pleased with that. All right, we got 3 settlers. We're up to 55 people. Feeling all right. Feeling all right. We've got pair info and costs. We've got the jobs and we've got the adult housing. We just need the adults. Maybe that means we keep going with these sturdy houses. We could do another one. Another one. Somewhere else. Here? Just with no road? Sure. 57 adults. This is gonna be... I don't know if this will be the whole episode, but what more can we do? Nice. We got some people getting some water over here. That I love to see. Turn filtration on when we need it. Nice, 6 adults. Yeah, cool. This charcoal burner guy, very old adult. No more heartbeats, please. We can't take it. This place is going to be good in a little while. Suffering from a disease. We do have a medic. We do have medicine. Maybe we shouldn't be worried about that. Make sure we're replenishing these jobs as we see fit. I think getting our foresters up so we can keep getting charcoal and making our buildings and stuff. That'll be great. Issa the Mortician and Alexander. Look at that. We got a baby already over here. 2 babies over here. Good work. Eduardo. Oh, God. You can't stem the bleeding. Anyway, let's not focus too much on this. I have faith that the adult count will increase. There's no reason why it wouldn't. Check our radiation. Radiation is fine. So we were planting those irrigation fields over here. It's underwater. Irrigation plants. And we were maybe going to do up to 2 of them. So we could have one here and then one kind of down here-ish. This one I don't like as much. It's a bit inefficient. But I was thinking back... I don't remember if I mentioned this in the last episode or not, but the way it worked in Banished, it's so similar. I have to go there once again. Is that you would stack a bunch of these buildings on top of each other, so to speak, and they would all work together. So your forester's lodge in this instance, your herbal hut, your gatherer's cabin, and your hunting lodge would all kind of work together. So you'd put all 4 of those buildings in the same little quadrant-like structure, say here. Then your forester's lodge would keep replenishing the trees, so the bushes would kind of keep coming back. And then, at least in that game, I think it was deer. And if there weren't any trees around, the deer might not come around or something. I don't remember. Anyway, they all kind of work together. So we can for sure do that as the population rebounds. Yeah, man, being out of wood here is no good. As much as I want these foresters, we got to make sure water and food stay good. And they both appear to be fine. So we'll go pretty deep on the foresters at this point. But beyond that, we've got a single source of water, which in the long run won't be enough. I suppose especially if we have these irrigation plants, if these end up working the way that I assume they will, I think they'll have to have water brought to them, and then they'll just kind of make sure the ground is not super dry. There'll be a drain on our water supplies, so I think I'm not too impressed with these wells, honestly. I'd rather do a few rainwater collectors, and maybe that'll be it. Another water tower over here. The nice thing about the wells is they don't pull in a lot of water, but they work through the droughts. And I think that's the need that they're trying to fill. But if we have enough rainwater collectors... Ooh, look at this. Enough rainwater collectors, the water doesn't go bad. It just kind of sits there, so they can pull from that eventually. And maybe we're not too worried about it. Maybe. Maybe. So if we continue on making... Oh, nice. It'd be nice if this would, like... If I could tell these hunters to just go find the nearest animals to kill, I'd be down with that. Just do that. Okay, we need this guy. The heartbeats. How are we down to 54? Right, have to have that guy. So our people are going to be unhappy, and with as much death as we've had, it could be that we would require the second mortician just to move the bodies to the cemetery. I hope it doesn't come to that, to be honest, but it just be what it is. Okay. I gotta remind myself what this does. Sturdy house in which settlers can live and start a family. This building has additional capacity to store water and food and withstand more sandstorms. So, I guess I don't know what that means, to withstand the sandstorms. I know that we saw the sandstorms. Very obvious when that occurs. But what does that mean? To withstand sandstorms. Does that reduce? Is there like a... Oh, I don't know. Is there a durability on this building that needs to be replenished at a certain point? Because we can just... I don't know, we can upgrade these houses. There's no reason to keep them as these cabins. Food output. Nice. Good touch. They also look kind of beaten up. All right, these people don't have any kids, so they can go to a shelter. So if they get kicked out of their house, which it looks like happens, it's maybe not so bad. We'll see what happens here. I'm curious. We've got all the resources. That's a non-issue. There we go. I actually didn't watch to see if the same people got back into their house or if we just displaced some people from their home. That would be terrible. Ah, our water. Okay. Water carriers, go. More water carriers. So we're out of rain. We don't have a drought coming, so it's not super dire. But water in the red is just not necessary. Got so many sources of water right now. Our farmers are doing well. Look at these guys. That's real nice. I remember these are peppers. Got our potatoes here. Our beans over here. Very, very nice. Yeah, food is not an issue at all. Oh, look at that corn. The corn looks awesome in this game. I live near some cornfields, so trust me, it looks good. What's this here? Cabbages, obviously. Cool. But these guys, what does this mean? Production limit of this resource reached. Oh. I mean, we can increase this, right? Like, why not? Why not just hang on to more food? I guess it could. Let's just go like 5,000. Oh, not the coughing again, dude. Ugh. It could be that it just clogs up room in our warehouses, so we could need another warehouse. We're 95%. Do we need another warehouse? I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that we do. Logistics. Because why not? Got one warehouse here, one here. I'm gonna double up. I don't think it's sufficient. We want to spread out all of these resources as best we can, but it shouldn't matter too much. The fact that this one is close to our refinery, it's catching all of the electronics and stuff. I'm good with that. 2,000 beans. Ooh. 55. We no longer have a teacher. What do you do about that? So I guess to really grow this colony, we have to go kind of deep on the houses for a while. It looks like the death rate, just in general, of adults, they just don't live that long in this game. So we have to have a constant influx of children, and the only way we ever get those is from building more houses. So we're going to keep expanding our sturdy houses. And I wonder if you ever do like a sturdy house aisle here or here. It is far removed from the jobs, which I really don't like. I'll do one here. No, here, this is way better. We'll do this spot. There we go. Now we're using our brains. Keep this somewhat close to the jobs. They can fill in whatever needs work over here. Hey, we need a teacher. All these kids running around doing nothing. This. Keep a settler just there, because, you know, someone's gonna die. Herbal huts. So I know we're kind of encroaching on these trees here. We may want to move this. I think it was pretty good. Go up there. Scrapyard ran out of scrap again. We're just gonna throw these people like way out here. And 935 scrap. Old greenhouse and a truck wreck. And some deer. What are these guys doing? All right. Oh man. I've never heard a deer sound like that. Do they sound like that? I don't think they did. Well, I mean, they have a weird noise. I guess it's kind of like that. I mean, I have heard deer before. I just don't remember them sounding quite like that. All right, let's check up on all these new houses we've built. We do have people moving into them immediately. And we're up to 23 kids. So we've crested the teens. No more teens. Should be doing metal tools, yeah? Charcoal kiln. We are out of people. Got another drought coming, but we were able to catch up on our water in time, I believe. I suppose the really nice thing about these sturdy houses is that they can hang on to more food and water, so we don't have to worry about them just doing so much travel to get food, perhaps, if they can stock up on enough of it. Getting a marketplace in here would be very difficult. It could be nice, though, if we were to do a market. Oh, it's too big. We'd have to take out, like, all this stuff. So it would be this farm. Our mounted bus, which I don't think we can do anything with. Clothing. Ah. Build and repair, build? Oh, does this serve as, like, our market? Maybe? Yeah, this might serve as our market, where people just come to get goods. Okay, that's not so bad then. Then we do have a central place where they're getting a bunch of stuff from. Our herbs are almost gone again. Okay. That's one of those things I want to make sure we stay high on. Oh, water reserves. Okay. Well, that's going to happen as our population grows. We've got more kids here. And we are out of, or the drought just ended. So I guess at the end of the drought, we're fine. And we should be coming up at this point. But ultimately, yeah, we will need to fill out these water carrier jobs and farmer jobs as more people come into the population. Someday we'll be recovered. It's on good. So the fact that this has radiated water should not matter. Oof. It'll get filtered out by this guy. Which might mean that we should take the cistern away and just build another water tower. We've got 2 cisterns here. I suppose. Please remove the radiation from our farms. Seems important. And from here. It is receding on its own, but it's so slow. I noticed when we were hovered over the bus, let's look at it again actually, that some of our food has low levels of radiation in it. Might be because of this. It's not clear whether you have to like rush to go remove all this stuff, but why not, I guess? It does take people away from their other tasks. Like, I don't even know where all these people are coming from that are tilling the soil. Nice. Our wood is up to 400. It's almost certainly because our charcoal burners are at basically 0. Good, good, good. Up to 64. Oh, this is exactly it. This is what we needed. Yes. No. I heard that. I heard that heartbeat. Okay, cool. That is on the up and up. Which means if our adult population is growing, we have room for them in all these shelters. Also very good. If that's the case, and we're running out, we ran out of PPE? Because we only have 1 tailor. Go full tailors. We got our charcoal burners back up. We got our tailors back up. This is all good. We're up to almost 70 again. We're about back to where we were before. Anyway, what we can do over here now is exactly what I was talking about before. We can expand our herb gathering and stuff. Depending on which jobs I think are full. So like our herbalists are full, but our gatherers are not. So maybe less of a need to build another gatherer's hut. As well as our hunters. We've only got 1 hunter. Yeah, let's do that. I do feel good about, let's see, the herbal hut. I think that's a need. We keep running out of these herbs. I can't tell you why. It's like the droughts come and we somehow just blow through all of the medicine super fast. Uh-oh. I hope we didn't do too many houses. We should expand some of these basic resources. The population is now exploding. We're up 20 people. Oh, 19 people. No, it's like 21. I think we were at like 55 or 56 for quite a while. No, it's all good. We've got another drought coming, so I'm going to put high priority on our water carriers. We've got way more mouths. They're going to be needing to be fed and such. Oh man, our food is dipping really fast too. You're deep into the food reserves. And PPE, we can't keep up on this either. Just gone. Oh no, 79. Get the... Oh, we got an achievement. Surviving 101. Have 101 settlers in one session. Oh, it must be adults and children combined then. Nice. Somehow, yeah, somehow food is just massive problem now. We had like this huge surplus, and now we can't quite keep up. But this game seems to be about finding, you know, an equilibrium of sorts where we have enough houses to replenish the kids and then the adults, so we can have a recurring list of settlers for when people lose or die and lose their jobs, or a job spot opens, and then they can just replenish it as soon as that goes. There's a balance there. And so we're at 0 settlers, so a job was filled by that random person. So finding that equilibrium, and I bet there's a way to know that. If you have X number of houses, you know, you can have this many functioning adults. There must be a way to actually figure that out. And even maybe further beyond that, how many farms and people you need to actually working this stuff to keep this many adults functioning. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's 20 plus 20 people suddenly. Nice. So this is it. We can overlap these fields of work on top of each other, or close to on top of each other. And like I said, the foresters will keep replenishing the trees, which will keep an abundance of these mushrooms around, and then they'll keep these bushes around as well for the herbal huts. And then I guess these deer like to hang out here, and the boar. So this would be a good spot for a hunter's lodge if we wanted to use those sources of foods. And then, yeah, we should drag the electricity from over here to these buildings. And then we have a nice tight cluster, and we can keep like, a single electric pole will keep all these buildings going. What we can do, just want to make sure that all of this stuff has electricity, or if it doesn't, if we can get it there. It looks like it's just this tailor shop. It's just the tailor shop? It's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying, but it seems really important that we get that spot filled. Should get it. Needs charcoal. It's coming. 84 adults. Oh no. Oh no. It's way too many. We'll get some more farmers, a gatherer. 85. It's a good thing. It's really not too bad. We can deal with this. Please just go find the nearest deer or boar. There we go. There's some. Go get those guys. There we go. They're going. Nice. You're suddenly out of cloth as well, the PPE. So having, yeah, our refinery must be falling behind slightly. I imagine this is one of those jobs we pulled from a few episodes ago. I already don't remember to fill other needs. The stupid heartbeats. As soon as I left like 2 people there to fill jobs. No, it's fine. It's fine. We have one glaring need. in our radiation protection and charcoal. But 4 tailors? Oh, stop. Don't know who's dying. I don't know, having settlers around for miscellaneous tasks too wouldn't be so bad. If they were to, that one was a water carrier. If they were to flip our radiation, if we have radiation, oh, we got bad radiation moving in. We'll have to do this. We have to clear out all this stuff. Heavy patch. I can't be having that. But we've got no rain for days, so if we start flipping this, it won't be so bad. Okay. But hey, thank you all for joining me again in this episode of Endzone. It looks like we went from like perfectly stable and treadmilling a population to growing it to the next phase of, oh, we got the achievement for 101 people. So we're kind of, you know, we didn't build too much out over here. This was the plan. This is what I was trying to do, but I think I quickly realized that we were never going to have the adults if we just didn't get more kind of kids coming up, which I guess we have now. So we're at 20 kids as opposed to what we were like in the low teens or something. So we can maybe treadmill around 80 or so. We can plan for that in the episode. I hope to see you all there. Have a good one. Bye.